Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Lowqy here, or you can just call me Lewis. And today I got a insane story for you guys. This is like one of the craziest things that's happened to me in my whole entire life. Probably one of the biggest stories I'll have on this channel. And yeah, it happened actually quite recently. I'm not gonna say how recently because we kind of did some real illegal. I mean, not too illegal. It's not like crazy, like we shot like 10 people and hid all their bodies under my floor. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm gonna talk about the time that I was pulled over while I was baked. We just came back from exploring an old building, an abandoned building where nuns used to go so for prayer, and I think they lived there or something. I don't know. I wasn't really sure. It's called a nunnery or a nonnery. I don't know. It's weird. But we just came back from there. That's another story, by the way. It was pretty crazy over there, the stuff that we found. But we were coming back from there. We were driving home after dropping off my cousin's friend, my cousin Jam's friend. Me and my cousin Jam light up the second blunt because we had a blunt on the way there, and then we had one more blunt for the way home. And we lit it up and we started smoking. You know, we're chilling and anything, you know, nothing's going wrong. Everything's fine. We're just talking to each other. Him and his friend are fucking around in separate cars. You know, his friend is following us home because he doesn't know his way home from the place we were coming from, and he was following us in the car. We were just fucking around and smoking, and then out of nowhere, when the blunt was almost like done, basically when we were still smoking it, but it was like almost roached, we seen these cop lights, and we didn't know that they were after us, so we just kept driving until they started flashing the light near our windshield, our windows and stuff. We figured it was for us, so my cousin told his friend to take off, so he left. I started freaking out immediately. My first thought is we're both fucked. We're gonna get put in jail for possession or whatever, or Jam's insurance is gonna be like raised up like a lot from you know, having marijuana on him in the car. The first thing I did is I poked out the roach that we were smoking on the dashboard, and then I swept away the ashes quick. Then I threw the roach under the seat that I was sitting on. The last roach from earlier was in the back seat in the little pocket that is in the side of the car door. So then we're waiting, then the guy comes up to the window, and without even asking for our names, how much marijuana do you guys have? And then we both just looked at each other and was just like, we don't have any. He said, you obviously have some, or you just got done smoking, because we can smell it all the way over there in the street while following you. And we both just told him that we smoked earlier that day, so it won't seem that bad. And then he was like, all right, after asking us our first and last names, what we were doing, he told us to step out of the car and step with his little partner, associate, whatever, down the street more. I went up to the other guy first, and he started patting me down, you know, between the legs, pat me down in the back and all that, you know, getting real thorough with it, grabbing my balls and everything. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't really grab my balls or anything. It wasn't that intense, but it was pretty thorough, and I felt kind of uncomfortable. After he searched me, he told me to sit on the hood of his car, not on the actual hood, like, you know, hop on the fucking hood and, you know, just sit there and chill, drink a beer, and have some popcorn. No, but I was leaning against the hood, and I waited. Then they pat down my cousin. He sat next to me, and we were both just sitting on the hood. I guess they kind of gave us a break because we showed that we were calm and we were cool and collective, and we weren't drunk or anything, because apparently the day before there was a huge crash in that highway, and there was a big pileup of like 15 cars. So that's why they're like being so fucking protective and pulling everybody over, because Jam apparently swerved off a side of the road because he missed a turn. Like, he didn't see the turn, and he just went off real quick, so he thought he was swerving like he was drunk or something, so he pulled us over. And then after we were talking for a bit, that was a little bit like of a side note I forgot to tell you guys in the beginning, but after we were done talking, the guy starts opening the car to search it, and he opens my side first. So the first thing that comes to my head is the roach under the seat, and we're just so fucked just because it's right there, and it's like the plainest sight ever. It's not really even plain sight, it's like right under the seat though. Like, if you put your hand under, you can find it wicked easily. Like, I didn't want to make it seem like I was hiding something. That's why I went very slow, and I just like tossed it under there like nothing, and I didn't expect to be searched either. So he came on my side first, and I just started freaking out because I was like, yep, he's gonna find the roach, and then he's gonna find the other roach in the back seat. But no, this guy searches the top of the seat, the sides of the seat, searches the dashboard, under the dashboard, between the gears and the little glove department, the other thing in between, the right behind the brake system and stuff. And they check Jam's seat and the feet of his seat also. They check under his seat. They didn't check under my seat, or maybe he didn't. He just missed it. I don't know. He had a flashlight though, so I doubt it. I don't think they checked my seat. And they didn't even check the back seats at all. They just looked in back in there, and there was the Dutch wrapper that was completely empty. So that could have been from any day. After seeing our car, he found nothing, even though there was 2 roaches in there. He didn't find anything. He said that we can get back in our car. He gave Jam his stuff back. We just talked about how Jam should be a safer driver in the future, blah, 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 the car pileup and everything. And told him to have a good night, and that's it. That was about it. We didn't get in trouble. Well, not jail trouble, but Jam did get a ticket of $80. His insurance is probably a little bit up, but that's probably the only bad thing that happened. And he was really upset and decided to stop smoking weed after that. But I'm the kind of guy that, like, you know, my glass is half full, not half empty. So I look at the brighter side of every situation. And at the time, I was just like, you know, at least we didn't get arrested. At least this didn't happen and that didn't happen. But all he was worried about was the ticket, and it's completely understandable since it had to come out of his pocket. And yeah, that kind of sucks, but nothing really crazy happened like that. We got tased and beat up and shit and fucking mugged, and the police officers ran us over and then put us in jail and then ran us over in jail. That shit did not happen. But I hope you guys enjoyed the story. It was kind of a crazy story that happened to me not too long ago. That's about it for the story, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed at any point in time, please leave a like, leave a comment what you guys thought of the story, or video suggestions. Make sure to share this video with somebody that you think might enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I appreciate all the support. I hope you guys have a great day. I've been Lowqy, and I'm out. Peace.